The grim times are here. I was hoping I didn't have to do this kind of video where I would look at RMRK's price and say it did hit that solid support area of $8, but unfortunately it did, and this is the reality. So in today's video, we'll take a look at RMRK, MOVR, and KSM and quickly talk about the prices. I'm not going to spend too much time, just to try to keep it short and sweet. So we've hit just under $8 actually. If we look here, the 24-hour low is $7.95 thanks to Bitcoin dumping, unfortunately. But we have to say that this area of around $8 is holding quite well for RMRK. I did tell you in the past that this is a solid area because we have support here, support here, support here, support here, and this is when it first started trading. As you can see, this is in October 2021, before the major pump full of hopium where everyone was thinking that we're going to go to the moon. Forget the moon, Mars, right? I mean, we were already at the moon when we went to $69 here. But yeah, people were thinking $100 is imminent, is going to happen. Because if you look at this chart, looking at how bullish it is, sure, you are thinking there will be a pullback, but you are thinking this is going to continue on here and this is going to pop again. And it very well could have had we remained in the bullish sentiment of the market, but it didn't, right? Unfortunately. So yeah, we need to wait for another massive breakout, and that will come at some point in the future with the next bull run, of course. I have no doubt about it, as long as the team deliver, and I have no doubt that the team won't deliver. Bruno is working very hard on Skybridge, which is the 2D metaverse for RMRK. He's also going to have a presence in BitCountry Pioneer and also BitCountry Metaverse, BitCountry Continuum, I should say, because that's the name of the one on Polkadot. So there's going to be presence for RMRK in these various metaverses as well. Likely in other ones as well. And so yeah, I mean, it is holding well. I'm not too concerned about this, but I will be concerned. I'll tell you what, I will be concerned if we break below this, because if we break below this area of $8, the next area that we have here, we have a little bit of a support around 650, 660 here, as you can see, from back on the 2nd of October last year. And then the next one is around 580 to 570 there. And so if we go that low, oof, the sentiment is going to be rough for everyone holding RMRK, especially those that bought in around here and have held, bought in around here, have held. Some people have sold something, right? Especially if they bought in earlier, they rode this, they sold a little bit just to get their profit out and maybe just hold a long-term bag. But a lot of people I know have held all throughout, thinking that this is going to keep going, right? And those that had money have bought around here, around $15. Even around $17, and a lot of people I know in the community have bought in around $15, to be honest. And so a lot of people are trapped right now in a way because they are down significantly. But again, everything is down significantly, so it doesn't matter what you're holding right now. But it is a shame because this did look really good when we went back to 21 here, and unfortunately it wasn't a sign of bullishness yet, because remember, in trading, and just talking about purely TA here, if you to change the trend, to reverse out of the trend, you need to actually have a higher high than the last high before the dump. So in this case, $23.80 here. Had we broken above $23.80 here, then we were likely in a trend reversal and it would have changed to a bull trend again, and we could have probably seen higher prices of around $30 and higher. But because we didn't, because this was a lower high here, it was quite similar to this high that we had here, then it was just it ended up being a dump, right? So it got rejected. And so this is one of the issues that we have. We just didn't have enough buying power, not enough buying strength here, not enough demand for this to actually go higher. But yeah, it is what it is, right? It's the end at the end of the day, it's the market, and people will be scared when they see the market go down. People will be scared that they'll lose all of their investment. Some people will think something could go to zero, and it potentially could, right? Any altcoin could go to zero, although I highly doubt it, right? Knowing that a team will deliver, I just don't see it potentially going to zero, right? But it could go to very low prices, and we could see dumps of 90% from their all-time high, right? This is a realistic scenario here. I'm not talking about footing. I'm talking about realistic scenarios of seeing dumps of 90% from their all-time high. I have seen this from the 2017 pumps, around 2018 and 2019 when we suffered a long bear market, and even parts of 2020 as well during the pandemic. And so yeah, let's take a look at MOVR here. So MOVR is also doing really bad here. It's kind of following RMRK in a way, because we had this little pop here. This was probably thanks to BTC, and then we continued on the way down because we weren't able to change the trend here. The bears took over. The bears started dumping, likely unstaked, and started dumping, although this does look like a head and shoulder here. This is like the left shoulder, the head, and likely the right shoulder here, which don't have to be exactly the same, right? Yeah, it could have been that as well, also causing it, because Remark had a similar formation. So $36.50. This is nasty for Moonriver, I'm not gonna lie. I'm super concerned, but again, I am holding a long-term bag, so I don't really mind that much. Of course, I would like it to see it do well again, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. And unfortunately, we broke below this area of support here, which was around $50 when Remark started trading on KuCoin. It went to $50 at the time, I remember, then popped to about 140 on day one before dumping again to around 70, and then it just continued the uptrend. But yeah, I mean, $36.64 is really, really bad. Nobody could have bought MOVR at this price when it started trading. Who would have thought that it'd go to 500 and then crash all the way down, Like, the selling pressure has been immense here, and it's not only the market, but also the people that have been crowd loaning and got the rewards for free, likely selling to liquidate to get as much profit as they still could, because remember, you need to multiply this by 14.5 because this is how much every person got for each one KSM. And so people are still seeing value in this, of course, with the current price even as low as it is, and are probably dumping just to get those stable coins out to have that profit, because they are preparing for that long bear market, if it will come, if it will be long, right? I'm hoping it's not going to be as long as the 2018 and 2019 bear market, but it could do. So yeah, there's no bottom here for MOVR. It's anyone's guess where it could end up, right? I'm not gonna lie, there's just nothing that you can say here that you can give me a straight answer here as to where we could hold. It all depends on what the market decides here. If Bitcoin holds okay around this area, then perhaps we're not going to dump much more lower, because next week is going to be the end of the crowd loan rewards for Moonriver crowd loaners, and so nobody is going to be getting them except for those who are staking at the moment and are getting staking rewards, but no more crowd loan rewards, right? So no dumping from that side, just the stakers, just the collators likely, but not the crowd loaners. And so yeah, it's anyone's guess what the price could end up being. However, I am concerned that now, because we broke below so many good areas here of support that were previously support, we've now turned those into resistance, and so I'm concerned that 39.80 is going to be a struggle to break. Now you see we've got some resistance here, we've got a lot of resistance around 45 as well, which, to be honest, is not a lot higher. If you think about it, it's not a big price. I mean, we've seen it at $50 for so long. And then we have more resistance around 53 here, as you can see, at 53 and at 55, and then even more at 56. So we've got resistance in every area here up to $60. It's going to be nasty for Moonriver holders, including myself, because this is going to be a long journey before we'll see this turnaround, unfortunately. It's sad to say, but it's the reality, right? And then Kusama's holding quite okay around 125. It seems you found some sort of support around there because of this area here in the past. But like I said, it could go to 116. That is the next area of support for Kusama. It's not very thick, it's not as thick as this one here, so it's likely going to dump right below the 116. If it gets to it, it may just hold for a little bit and then go below it. But next week, when the unlock happens, like I said, I've done a video explaining why I think Kusama could get to between $75 and $85 with this next dump, because that's where the next solid area of support is. And with over 1.1 million KSM in circulation, not everyone is going to be staking. Let's be real here. Not everyone is going to be holding. Some people are going to be fearing the fact that the bear market can continue. And so because of that fear, I do think there's going to be more selling pressure for Kusama. The same happened with Moonbeam with the Take Flight event. Yeah, I mean, we have to be realistic here. I'm just not seeing any bullish scenario here for Kusama at the moment. We can only expect a bearish scenario between 75 and 85 in my opinion, just because of what's coming on the 15th of May. People are not really wanting to buy Kusama now, unless they're buying to crowd loan. We've got the Bajun network crowd loan, by the way, if you want to contribute to that. But just keep in mind, like, I'm personally waiting to contribute more. I've contributed a little bit. I will be contributing more from the 15th of May after I get my Kusama from the Moonriver crowd loan, and I'm likely going to be buying more Kusama as well, because I did place some orders. If they get hit, of course I'm going to be buying them. If they don't get hit, I'm not going to be buying more. I hold enough KSM for now, but if I get hit, if I get filled between $75 and $85 like I'm estimating, then I will be putting more into the Bajun network crowd loan. And so yeah, that's how it is. And one other thing I want to talk about with Remark here, I've spoken to Bruno about this. Some people in the community were thinking that with Remark 3.0, you don't actually need KSM anymore. You will only need Remark in order to buy NFTs on Singular and NFTs on Canaria, but it's not the case. So you will be able to buy using Remark as well as KSM and other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so that's the idea of Remark 3.0, just to make that clear for people that weren't sure. So yeah, that's been it from today's price video. I'm not going to do a price video tomorrow. I'll likely do a news video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.